Good morning, planet Earth. You're listening to The Count in the Pudding Room. I'm joined here by Dark Chocolate, and welcome to episode 2. We got some special guests for you here today. We got Roper again, looking fantastic. Look at you. Oh, yeah, that's good. Become more flexible, ladies and gentlemen. Anyway, we also have Donners here in the studio. He is looking somewhat Asian. Not quite on Browner standard, though. We're going to have him on some other time. Browner is our Asian friend. We have no other friends, honestly. It's quite depressing. We have Niall, I guess. Say hi, Niall.
How's it going?
That's vintage Niall. He's touching himself. Anyways, we're going to kick things off with Dark Chocolate now.
Yeah, dark chocolate all the way, guys. Hello, planet Earth. Dark chocolate here. Dark chocolate saw a bird today and it flew majestically in the sky until it hit into a massive billboard that promoted animal abuse. It was both ironic and it deserved a smooth and lengthy laugh. Time to liven up our day with a quick shot of chocolate to the heart, mind, and soul. Our first question comes from Toby from somewhere in West America, and he asks,
"What up, brah? I saw this girl last night, and she was like totally a 10 on the scale of hot. But I didn't know what to say. How can I talk to a girl who is like totally hot, brah?"
Well, first of all, dark chocolate is not a bra. And second, simply walk up to the girl and say, "Hi, do you smell a fresh scent of pungent poo? I think it's you. We better go back to my place to wash you off." Boom, you're in. Compliments of dark chocolate. The next question comes from Chuck from Montreal in Canada. He says,
Hey, I was out on the boat yesterday with my wife, and I was like, hey, let's go to the restaurant to eat, and she was like, okay, She wanted to go out to a different restaurant that I wanted to go to, so I had to go to the one she wanted to go to, How can I persuade her to go to the restaurant I want to go to,
"Well, my Canadian friend, dark chocolate thinks, first of all, you need to reconsider saying a every second word in a conversation. Then you would have quite the advantage. And second, threaten your wife that if she doesn't want to go to the restaurant you want to go to, you will burn down the house you own with her in it. Problem solved, dark chocolate style. And believe me when I say it works. It has before."
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and ignore that our final question of the day comes from Richard Stroker from England. And he says,
Hello. I like this girl who works with me, but I don't want to destroy our friendship by asking her out. How do I see if she wants to be more than a friend, if you know what I mean? Governor?
"Well, Dick, do you mind if dark chocolate calls you Dick? Dark chocolate thinks you should approach her and ask her for a pen, then paper. Then proceed to write a story about unicorns and dragons living side by side until one day an evil unicorn decides to feast on the flesh of a recently deceased dragon, and the dragons attack the unicorns in vicious rage. Then give her the story. If she cries because she is touched by this amazing tale, she is as good as yours. If she laughs and crumples up the paper, throws it in your face, and calls you a hopeless loser who will get nowhere in life and slowly die in some gutter, then you probably should have better choice in women. It's a 50-50 chance."
"Hey, Dark, that is some good advice, but you realize if you call him, Dick, and his last name is Stroker, then his full name would be Dick
Okay, so thanks for tuning in to Dark Chocolate's Corner, folks. Dark Chocolate looks forward to the next time he can give you extremely useful advice that never fails.
Anyway, moving on, we're going to kick things off with David Fruit Snack, our thing. So, yes, good luck with that. This is The Count.
Welcome to the DFSE, the David Fruit Snacks Experience. I'm here today with Mr. A. Donnelly.
"I'll show you just how strong I am."
Yeah, it's a Street Fighter reference. Because if you want to see how strong he is, play Super Street Fighter 4. It's a good fucking game. And Where'd you go today?
Oh Lord, it's actually a long story. I was in economics class, and I was thinking it's just gonna be a normal day when, needless to say, Mr. O'Sullivan walks in and makes a proposition to Luke Fitzpatrick and I to go out to Clonsky, I think it is. Yeah, it's a place, you've probably been to it. To deliver gold badges. If you don't know what that is, they're basically badges that when you buy them, the money goes to charity, gold, aid link, development aid, good shit. So basically, we went out to deliver a batch of gold badges to Our Lady's Grove. Should have been simple enough, but being retarded, things escalated. Whether it was good or bad, we haven't quite figured it out yet. So basically, we missed our bus. Not a good start. So we're sitting at the bus stop. There was anger, there was hatred, there was tension. People in the cars driving past going like, faggot, and stuff like that. It made us feel insecure. So eventually we got on the bus. Luke had a card, so he was grand, but I had to pay the fare. And the way like when you pay the fare and the bus driver prints the little bits of paper for you. Well, he didn't do that, so I thought I'd done something wrong. So I was just standing there, and then the bus driver was like, "What?" And I'm like, "Nothing, sir. I'm sorry." So then I just went upstairs and I cowered like a little bitch. And basically, the bus went through UCD. We got off at the wrong stop, so we ended up walking like 20 minutes to Our Lady's Grove, where the door, as usual, was freaking locked, so we were just stuck outside. And then eventually the teacher came, let us in. She wasn't pleased to see us. I don't think the big leprechaun hats worked. So basically we're just sitting there. Then the dean comes in. She's like, "What the hell do you want?" I was like, What do you mean? You're the one who came looking for us." She didn't like that, so she gave us 5 minutes to talk to the girls. And even then the girls didn't look that pleased to see us. So, yeah, I proceeded to circumcise myself on the stage. And, yeah, they were...
For legal reasons, I'm going to cut you off there. Yo, it's Dave with the Wrap Up Rap. We almost finished, and we don't give a crap. We're rapping now, and it's pretty cool. Gonna give you to Adam, because he's not a tool.
One more thing that I'd like to say. Wash your hands and keep the germs away.
That is the wrap up, and thank you very much, Mr. Adon Donnelly. High five. And we are done here. Signing off, it's D-Snacks. And
I'll show you just how strong I am.
Adon the Jaguar Donnelly. Goodbye.
Alrighty, you're back listening to The Count in the Pudding Room. I'm joined here by Dark Chocolate, who's going to be taking us through his favorite part of the show, Dark Chocolate's Corner. On to you, Dark.
We entered into the dark, abandoned mine shaft, curious to see what lay in store for us. Dark Chocolate felt strange as he moved forward with two other ethnic individuals. Dark Chocolate heard Pedro mutter to himself, "Ayos mío." Hashem said, "Hey guys, what is that weird purple thing behind that minecart? Kinda looks like a portal to a different dimension that if we go into, we will change forever." Dark Chocolate said, "Sweet." They approached the purple portal, and Pedro stupidly felt the need to say, "Adios, muchachos," and jumped straight into the portal head first. Hashem looked at me and said, "You thinking what I'm thinking, Dark?" Dark Chocolate replied, "Yeah, I hope Pedro's sombrero broke his fall." Hashem said, "No, we gotta go in after him. He doesn't know enough English to get out of a sticky situation." Dark Chocolate replied, "Ha, sticky situation. Then let's get Pedro out of there." Hashem said, "Right behind you, Dark," and we both jumped in.
Different dimension.
Dark Chocolate felt rather dazed as he got up. Pedro seemed to be unconscious beside Dark Chocolate. Dark Chocolate didn't care, though, and went to Hashem, who was nearby. Dark Chocolate said, "It's too late for Pedro." Hashem said, "But he's still breathing." They both looked at Pedro, then back at each other, and Dark Chocolate said, "Let's roll." Hashem said, "Agreed." Dark Chocolate looked around and saw nothingness everywhere, but he could swear he saw weird chocolate bunny rabbits flipping him off in the distance. Hashem said, "Thank God we left Pedro. He would probably say some weird Mexican crap." Just as Hashem finished his sentence, we heard panting behind us, and Pedro screamed, "Hey, y'all, come on back here." Dark Chocolate and Hashem looked at each other in confusion. Dark Chocolate said, "Pedro, I remember you having a much more annoying accent which I couldn't understand." Hashem said, "Yeah, what the hell happened?" Pedro said, "That's that there, feller." He pointed at a strange being directly behind him. Will Pedro get less annoying? Will Dark Chocolate lose his chocolateness? Was Hashem actually a terrorist all along? Maybe most important of all, will we see the caterpillar? Tune into our next show where we can hear the epic conclusion to the 3-part story.
Alrighty, this is the count. Thank you very, very much for tuning in. I'm signing off from here in the pudding room, joined by Dark Chocolate Donners and David. Thank you very, very much, guys, for being on the show. Also, thank you to the Australian man who is currently filleting me.
Caterpillar!
Actually, no, that is a penis, young man. Thank you very much to Niall and Paul as well. You guys have been the ice beneath our skates and by the power of Grayskull. I love you fuckers, honestly. You are amazing. And also, thank you to the Filipino man who has joined the Australian man. Caterpillar? Absolutely. Keeping it rockin', partying, rolling, living the dream.
Baby,